Hey guys, welcome to NatAndGrace Revelations. This is Tarot Tia. This is going to be a reading for the sign of Gemini. It was between Gemini and Aries, and Gemini, you got that one. I see someone holding up like a trophy. Feels like the Stanley Cup. Like that's what the trophy looks like, at least. You know, like I don't know nothing about hockey, y'all. I just know, like the Stanley Cup. That's all I know. And that's what I'm seeing. But it's coming across as if someone here is getting back to business, getting back to it. I know that's right. Getting back to it. Definitely feels like someone here is happy about that too. They look happy. So they're turning off their emotions for a little bit, y'all. Somebody's turning off their emotions because they started to feel a little too much. It's like, I'm doing too much. They started to get caught up. And it feels like now they're in a space to where they kind of want to try this again. It's like, whoa, almost got caught slipping, or they felt like they were about to get caught slipping. Like, oh shit, like, and it's so funny. I cannot make this shit up. Like, this deck is so worn, y'all, but I don't know if you can see this person. Like I said, holding up the fucking Stanley Cup. I cannot make this shit up. This is the Nine of Cups here. But it's definitely coming across to me as if somebody won the prize. They won their prize. They got everything that they wanted out of this situation, just to be like, hold on real quick. I don't know. Hold on real quick. Wait a second real quick. I'll be right back. Or like right before they were announced the winner, somebody was like, oh my gosh, I gotta go to the bathroom. So they may have missed the announcement. You know, like, you won. It was you. You won. You got it. Did you know? You didn't find out? Like, somebody missed the announcement. And it feels like because of that, somebody is coming to wake up the person that was sleeping. Like, hey, did you didn't hear that you won, or you didn't hear that such and such mentioned you, or that you didn't know that such and such, you feel me? Whatever. And it's like, what? I missed that. I didn't jump on that. Or, you know what I mean? Like, or there's this shocking situation where someone put something or someone on the back burner because they thought it was going to wait for them. And that shit did not wait around. It went and got a bag. It went and got itself together, okay? And it feels like somebody is looking at this now like, damn, I really missed this opportunity. I missed out. Like, damn, because they had this in their hand. They had this in their hand, okay? And they sat it down. I'll be right back. Left it unattended, and somebody snatched it up. Somebody grabbed it. Or there's the potential for this opportunity to be grabbed. Because again, it feels like somebody has transitioned into a higher frequency, into a higher status ever since this has happened, or ever since this separation has been here, since the person put them on hold. It's like they've gotten bigger and better. They have improved, okay? They've gone through a lot of upgrades. And because of that, it feels like somebody's like, I am not worthy. I'm not worthy. And so they're really skeptical or really unsure if they should come back to this circumstance, because now they feel like they're going to require approval. Acceptance or denial feels like a really big factor when denial was never going to be a factor beforehand. Like I said, this person had the shit in their hands. It was theirs. But now it's like, they were acting like they were too busy to make this a priority. And now somebody in this equation, they prioritize themselves. So they just continued on with their life. Like, okay, like, and because of that, it's just like, when somebody comes back around, they're just looking at them like, can I help you? Can I help you? Or they're expecting that to be the response. Can I help you? Like, what are you here for? Or they're expecting to be forgotten. But it definitely feels like somebody is looking like they lost their MVP, or they lost the spot for MVP because they kept putting the game on hold. That's crazy. That came up in Scorpio. How Jimmy let the game slip through his hands. That came up for Scorpio. So Scorpio could be involved in this circumstance, but definitely feels like somebody dropped the ball. Somebody let the game slip between their hands, or somebody is missing an opportunity, or missed an opportunity with someone that they may have considered a peasant, that may have been considered a beggar, that they may have seen as not having shit, or that may have been a fixer-upper, something that they would have had to fix up, something that they would have had to rehabilitate, something like that. And it doesn't look like that. It just looks like this energy may not have been on their A game, at that, you know, on that day, or you feel me, or whatever, like at that time, whatever. Especially if that's been over the past 3 to 4 years. Somebody looks like they've been kind of going through some type of recovery of some sort, but it feels more of a transformation than anything, because they're getting rid of shit that they don't need. And maybe even you get what I'm saying? Like, what is that? What is that? I know it's Cat Williams. That's everything must go. Maybe even you. I think that's Friday after next. I think that's Friday after next. Y'all know. I'm sure somebody knows. But everything must go. Maybe even you. Like, that's what I'm seeing. And somebody was dead ass about that. Like, okay, you don't want to be here? Fuck out of here. I'm not about to hold your spot. We're not holding your spot. That's what happened. Somebody was like, well, I'm not going to hold your spot. I'm not going to wait for you because I don't know what you're doing. This shit is unpredictable. You're being unpredictable. So can we talk? Somebody may want to come in to have a discussion first, because they see you not giving a fuck about this opportunity, because you don't have the time or energy to even think about it. It's like you turned your back on it because you had other things to focus on. This isn't an energy that's being funny acting or stuck up. This energy is more, again, focused. They have tunnel vision. So if you aren't contributing to their pockets, or if you aren't contributing to their wellness in some type of way, they don't have time, space, or energy for it at all. And they're making that very well known. And you can see that in the way that they carry themselves. You're dealing with a God, or somebody that is trying to move into God levels, okay? Because they're very serious about moving out of their situation. They're very serious about moving out of debt. They're very serious about moving out of poverty. They're very serious about not being in a position to where they're living check to check, or fighting to survive, or feeding themselves bullshit and scraps. Again, so, you know, somebody may be going through a dietary change also. You may be abstaining from like fast food and noticing the benefits in your health, or the benefits in your physical appearance, that type of stuff. Or you may be noticing the benefits in someone else's physical appearance, and it's influencing you to want to change your life, change your lifestyle, you know, because somebody, like I said, they're looking better and better. The older that they get, the better that they look, or the more time that's passing in this situation, the better this situation is getting, the more this opportunity is growing, the greater this light is becoming, you know. So, or the more knowledge that you're obtaining, the longer that you spend in this circumstance, in this equation, or studying this energy, studying this person, studying this topic, the more wise that you're becoming. You get what I'm saying? Feels like the more aware that you're becoming about what's going on inside of you and spiritually in our environment, in our world, in our existence, you know? That all feels like a really big factor, because you may have perceived someone as a hoe. You may have perceived someone as promiscuous. You may have perceived someone as not ever committing or not settling down or being easy, or someone that you could just easily run in and out of their life with your bullshit, or vice versa. Stop right there. And it feels like it's not going to be possible. It doesn't look like it's possible at all. So to me, it feels like accepting the truth or telling the truth in this situation or to this person is really important, because it's a lost relationship or a lost connection, a lost opportunity for absolutely no reason. Feels like someone is watching someone call and just watching their missed calls and shit. Like, they're not responding. They're intentionally not responding to this energy. But this energy, again, the one that was being unresponsive, now they want to talk. Now they want to talk, but it's like, fuck, you know what I mean? Like, the only person that I want to talk to, I've been ignoring their calls or ignoring them for a very long time. And I don't know how to manifest this back into my life, but I got to do it. I have to fight to maintain this connection. I have to fight to get this connection back, especially if they feel like they have to protect you from very dark energies that are around you, or they're aware of some shit that's been going on around you that they want to speak up about, especially if there's a bald person that's in this equation, because someone that's bald feels like a really big factor. I heard braids. So I don't know, maybe someone who's bald, someone that has their hair braided. Also, especially if this person has red hair, drives a red car, blonde hair, feels like a really big factor. But the blonde hair person feels like they're watching the red person, the person in red, you know, the person in red. Feels like a truck is a really big factor in this equation also, or a truck maybe something that's, this could be over a truck, or a truck maybe, you know, I don't know. It's a factor here. That's what I heard. A a truck. It feels like Ford specifically, but you take this how it resonates. When somebody here seems like they're a name with an H is also a really big factor. A name with an H. There's a name with an H that keeps coming to me. A name with an H, a name with a K. A name with an H, a name with a K. Because it feels like someone here is trying to give enlightenment. They're trying to shed light on something that is going on around someone's home, family, in the workplace, to where someone is abusing their power, abusing their authority, or trying to manipulate the minds of people to convince them to fuck with somebody that shouldn't be fucked with. I'll tell you that. This energy is not to be fucked with. That it feels like they've been gaslighted or manipulated to believe someone else's lies, or to believe that someone was somebody and it wasn't really who they said that they were. But to me, it feels like that information is coming out. That information is coming out. And it feels like, again, because somebody who wants a relationship with you, or somebody that sees you as their family, someone that sees themselves as looking out, because they work off of a moral code. They feel like they're stepping in to help you with a circumstance or a situation that you really will be grateful about getting this information. But to me, it feels like you'll have a lot of regret based off of what has happened, or how much information that you have gone without knowing, because it definitely feels like someone's been gaslighted. Someone's been gaslighted by someone that they thought was this person, but it really was that person. Or someone has been gaslighted by a possible Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo to commit something or to do something out of greed, out of selfishness and entitlement. And they're very sorry about that. But I see someone kind of threatening this person, like, well, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Because it feels like this circumstance possibly has the potential to get someone incarcerated, or possibly, again, has the potential to block someone out of someone's life for a while. Or, again, someone has hurt someone that they really care about, and they knew that they were doing that while they were doing it. But it feels like I said, they were convinced to go along with this shit by someone, possible Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, that was being a bully. This person was being a bully. And they're ready to admit to that. But again, it feels like they're on their hands and knees, like crying. They feel very apologetic because they feel like they didn't have a choice. Or this person caught them in a very vulnerable state while they were in a very vulnerable position. So again, they didn't feel like they had a choice, or they feel like, this was like, even though, they felt bad, but they still went along with this shit. And that's why the guilt is eating them up. That's why the guilt is really bothering them. Because it definitely feels like this was somebody you were supposed to have a long-term relationship with. Or again, a family member that or something like that may have set you up, or may have been doing shit to kind of play with your mind or play mind games with you. And, or vice versa. You could have been doing this to somebody, and somebody is sorry. They're sorry. But the sorry needs to be verbal. They can't hear your silent cries. You need to make this verbal. Because if you do, to me, it feels like a situation can be resolved through a phone call. You don't even have to do this face to face. It just feels like somebody needs to make a phone call about this. But it feels like they want to do this before they make this transition, or before they go to court, or before some type of case is open, or a case is established, or before before somebody's pointing the finger at them to say they did this, or they were the ringleader in this. They would rather tell you themselves instead of being called out. So good luck with everything. Thank you so much.